Hello and welcome back to the Doctor's Garage. So you join me in this video today of fitting a small part to my Land RoverDefender 90, something that I've kind of been building up to doing. I've had a lot of bigger jobs to do. This is a smaller thing that if you've got a Defender that is 2006 like mine, probably even slightly newer, you're almost certainly going to want to change this part. So my Defender at the moment, I'm slowly working through the interior modifications. I've got a few really big parts arriving for the inside of the Defender, probably in the next 2 weeks, that I'm going to be sharing with you here on YouTube and on my Instagram channel as well. So if you don't follow me already, go follow me right there. And this part today is fitting a small seal to the windows of the front of my Defender 90. And these are called waist seals and they're £34 on eBay. I'll put the link in the description below. You're pretty much going to want to change these on any Defender that you have because they start to bubble, they start to corrode, and they start to split. And not only does it sort of ruin the exterior look of your Defender when you start fitting all these parts, but also it can result in some leaking as well into the doors themselves. So I'm going to be changing these today. I've got the parts. I don't think it's going to be a difficult job. I think you just prise out the old seals, but let's see how we go. And I'll show you the before and after, and you can make your mind up whether it's worth doing or not. If you want to do it yourself, of course, link to the item in the description below. And let's get on with today's video. These seals right here, and as you can see, even at this point, started to bubble underneath, started to split and sort of, I guess, powder, break down. Along the seal itself, again at the other end, you've got this kind of just, the rubber just doesn't look very good anymore. It's definitely started to fall apart and split. So I'm going to be taking these out today and replacing them with brand new waist seals. And that will just help tidy up the exterior of the Defender. I've got things like my optimal handles on now, all the hinges and different parts. And so this is one part I've meaning to do for a long time. It's also a part as well that you sit your arm on top when you're driving a Defender for most of the time because there's no room for your right arm. So I'll show you the parts that I bought and then let's see how they go on. So these are the parts that I've got. They're not original Land Rover parts. I don't really care about that. I think these are going to fit just fine. And like I say, for £34 off eBay, I don't feel like you can really go too wrong. So they look like the right length there. And let's get seeing how they fit. You can see already, just when you hold them up there, they're so much tidier, so much cleaner than the old ones. They've just split and worn. And like I say, my car is one of the last TD5s of 2006. So most Defenders on the road are probably going to want to do this at some point during their life because yours are probably going to be shot as well, probably bubbling, probably coming off just like that. So easy modification, I'm hoping, to make a big difference to the externals of my car and hopefully also help with that waterproofing element too. Now quickly, before we carry on with that, for those that don't know my Defender, let me just show you the back of my Land Rover Defender 19 and show you some of the things that annoy me, some of the things we've done. So bulkhead wise, I cut that out. I have put a bit of the dodo matting on there, which definitely helps. It's silent coated all the other side. I do need to carpet that and sort that out. Again, the carpets around here, I'm just not that happy with. I haven't done the best job in the world. As you can see, particularly at the back here, it all needs tidying up. I'm reluctant to buy the Exmoor trim rear carpet set. But if anyone knows a link to carpet that's much just more thicker than this and just a bit better to work with, let me know in the comments below because I'd love to be able to wrap up the side of there and just tidy up this rear carpet because it's all right, but it's not, as you can see, this side I obviously did a bit of a better job on, but this side is really quite bad. So that's one thing I need to tidy up in here. I've done the roof liner, did that all wrapped Alcantara here on the channel, and also the other things that have happened to mine as well, it's silent coated, so you can see all through here, silent coat on the pillars. These windows have been cut into the back of my Defender. Mine was originally a van back, so these have been cut in before I owned it. And these ones, the quarter panels, I cut into the back of my Defender when I first got it. So that's kind of where we are in the back of here. A lot of modifications coming for the whole of the rear and inside of my Defender in the next 2 weeks. I'm very excited about sharing them with you right here on the channel, but I thought I'd update you and show you that before we carry on with. So I have a trim removal tool, which I'm going to be using to hopefully just prise off these seals off my Defender. I'm hoping that sort of pulls them off. Doesn't look too hopeful at the moment. So what I ended up doing was sliding the trim removal tool under there and literally just pulling them up, and you can see they've come off, particularly where it was kind of looking a bit rotten towards the end. So that's come off now, made a bit of a mess inside there, but you can see this is the rim that they just slide on top of. So just going to clean that up now, and then hopefully the new one will slide straight on top of that and just fitting quite nicely without too much of an issue. So now I'm hoping these, or this new one, should just fit on top of there and slide in. Not quite. I think probably need to give it a bit of a bang to get that down. Does that look about right, I think? So much neater on there, but I'm not sure if that's right. It's kind of leaning inwards now. Let's try to put the window up and see what happens. That goes right, we can see it now pushing up against that. Maybe that's what it should do actually, looking at that. I think that's probably it. I mean, that was a very quick and easy modification compared to what I thought it was going to take me. So put it down. So obviously there's some pressure there where it pushes onto the waste seal, which I guess probably is how it's supposed to be. Just my old one never did that. There was never a good seal there. So that is in there. Super easy modification to do, an upgrade, and actually I'm really pleased with how that looks. Pretty simple to do. I did not think it'd be so quick and easy just to replace that. I thought it was going to be much more difficult getting that off, but actually not bad at all. So that's pretty much me done for that. New little upgrade, new little change on my Defender. That is my left side done as well. This side is probably a little bit worse with the wear and tear on these. They've just become quite rigid and weren't really doing their job properly. New one on now, so much cleaner, so much nicer. So slowly but surely things are looking a little better on my Defender. So much quicker than I thought it'd be to fit that part, but really simple actually. It just clicks off, clicks back on, and that's done. Highly recommend, easy to do, probably the easiest thing I've done actually on my Defender. So sorry this video's been a little bit short compared to my usual videos, but I've got a lot more stuff coming. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you don't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.